Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Mossy, aka Cyber Trades, and today we're back with another trade review slash recap. Today's the 6th, and yeah, so let's get straight into it. Personally traded only one ticker today, and on watch list that was Crowd. And let's go and break down why the reason why I had the Crowd on watch list. So coming into the day, I was gonna trade Spy, but we're still in the range, and nothing really happened. As you guys can see, Spy has just been chopping around. This is where you get your account blown if you're not careful, and you have to manage your expectations. But yeah, I was like, okay, I was gonna scalp it if we hit any key levels here. We gapped up, but I didn't see anything. But then I saw Crowd taking off, so I was like, you know what? Let me put my attention on this. At first, it was gapping up, but then you can't really trust this kind of gap because I don't know. It's just I don't know. When I see this kind of gap, it's kind of sussy because I don't know. The volume's just not there, and doesn't really make me feel very confident to even go off long at open. And that's basically what happened. So right off open, it was acting strange. There wasn't really any volume. Me personally, sometimes on names like these where I don't really trade them often, um, I like to wait for a second to see if the volume is really there. And right off open, I saw like a fat order sell on the tape, and I was like, yeah, I'm not entering this because they're gonna catch you with this one. So my goal actually was, and it worked out. It worked out. The price action did what I wanted to do, but just the volume, I wasn't able to really read it well, and I didn't want to like, especially when I was looking at the 1 minute. As you guys can see, it came to this 238 key level of mine that I had. I was looking to take a bounce here, but then when the candle started looking like this, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like this, and the volume as well is super low. It didn't really make me confident to how good the contracts were. And at the time, especially with the crowd contracts that I played, they weren't really like I would say that much of a liquidity in them because they would jump a lot and they would kind of lag. So I mean, if you trade a SPY and individual names, you would know that. But yeah, but it did nicely bounce off of the 238, started to reclaim here, and I actually missed this. I should have ideally. I would have liked to enter. I should have next time. I'm gonna put an alert if I'm not looking at the screen. But ideally, I would have liked to enter here above 240 because as you guys can see, when it came to this is my 90 MA 21 and VWAP. When it came here and it had this nice closed volume here, closed here, and then this candle here gave some nice volume. So this is basically where volume started picking up right here. Ideally, this is where you would have wanted to enter. With a managed risk, because even though we still haven't cleared out pre-market highs and it could easily just reject there, so that's why you want to manage your expectations on a ticker like this. The daily average range for this thing was $6, $7, and I don't really keep that. I did know that in mind, but I didn't really like keep it in mind while I was in the trade, so that's what kind of costed me. So basically, I entered my first contract here at for a scalp here, right around here, 242, holding the level. Stop loss was really tight, so to be honest with you, I didn't really get the best entry if I'm being honest, and I entered the 245 calls here at 206 and exited the only one contract, exited at 276. Now this is really good. Now I know you guys are saying like looking at this like wow, this is a really good trade, scalp in terms of catching a premium like this, and yes, it even costed my pretty much like 2/3 of my account. Still was a good scalp. Now being a smart trader, this is where I should have called it. But my dumbass, I just had to go in and just see if we can hold the level and go further. Because as you guys can see, from 238 to all the way to 243, close to 244, really, it already made a $6-7 move. So me being a dumbass, I didn't really check that. Hey, it made a $6-7 move. You should probably just not trade it anymore because who knows what happens. And usually I like to respect that rule of its average dollar movements intraday. And as you guys can see, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can scalp something more. I was up $70, and it was really good. I didn't really focus on the amount, but I know that it was a nice scalp, you know, for what it was. And I really messed it up here with the next trade because I entered right again here, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can. Basically, I said to myself, let me see if I can catch a trade here, re-enter the same contract here with a pullback, and that's basically what I was aiming for. Entered here 260, exited here at 226. So there you go. I just gave back like almost $50, and then here I tried to enter again later. I believe around this candle here, seeing that we were reclaiming it on the 659 candle. Let me check here. Yeah, well, 7 a.m. candle. Entered here and then stop loss exited here. So overall, bringing me down to $30 on the day. Now, it's not even the P&L focus that I'm really focused about. It's personally just overall my trade management because it was a choppy day, and well, my voice cracked. It was a choppy day, and basically I had a good trade, like a nice really scalp here, and I just went in for some reason. I guess I wanted to enter again, and just I guess I was thinking about the P&L in a way and see if I can catch more of a move because I thought we could take it to 245 and 245.60 here, the key levels that I've drawn. But yeah, I mean, lesson learned. I don't trade this tickler very often, and overall, it really looked good on the bigger time frame. The reason why I had this on watch list was because it really looked good on the bigger time frame. If you look here on the daily, here it was really just making nice higher highs, closing green. Buyers were present here, as you guys can see. Wicks, closed green, and on the 4 hour, looks like kind of a broken ascending triangle here. If you make it, not that I really play this patterns, but I like to, just to point them out, just to, give me that extra confluence, I guess you could say. And yeah, as you guys can see, you see that 238 level, beautiful bounce. But the volume wasn't there, so that's why I didn't take it at first. But yeah, I could have capitalized way more on this had I been, actively monitoring the charts. When it tends to drop, I just tend to get on my phone, so I need to also address that and be more aware of that. But that's gonna pretty much do it for today. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.